Scorpios, what's up, you sexy motherfuckers? Welcome to the Gypsy's Tower. We are doing you versus all the signs in love, what you need to know right now. So let's see how they're feeling toward you, starting with Aries. Timestamps will be down below in the description. All right, so let's get out one card from this deck. What does Scorpio need to know about what's happening between them and an Aries? We have lovesick. Intense sadness or frustration that arise from being unable to be with loved one physically or emotionally, feels as if they can't move on. So you've got an Aries here that feels like they cannot move on from you. They are lovesick, Scorpio. Let's see where this is leading. What is lovesick for Scorpio and Aries? Keep in mind these are short and sweet. We have mistakes. I wish I could right my wrongs. It says escape. I left when things got hard. And soul tie. I always feel so connected to you. Ooh. Yeah, they are going through it. This might be an Aries who's about to chase. And you're not going to chase them anymore. That's pretty clear. It says it right on the card. What's happening in the tarot for Scorpio and Aries? We have the Three of Pentacles in the reverse. So yeah, this was someone I feel who lacked the appreciation and love that you gave them. Like they are someone who thinks they can do it all alone. Their ego conflicts with when it comes to like being a team player, doing things together. And there you are, Scorpio. You're moving on. End of a relationship, rebirth in love, deep emotional changes towards this Aries because you've lost the passion. You can tell that they lack direction in their life. They've wasted their potential in some way. It's not for you. You feel like this Aries would hold you back. And again, you fizzled out. You feel like there's no compatibility with them. Let's see how they're currently feeling towards you. We have choices. There is a choice they have to make, and they know time is not on their side, and they risk losing you forever if they don't. So yeah, they're lovesick and feeling pushed. And there's the passion. Passion ignited. Their intense sexual desire towards you is making it hard for them to know the difference between lust and love. So again, it's somebody who doesn't really know what they want. I feel like this is someone who's maybe attention seeking too much, but you're out of there. You're ready for your transformation and they can't keep up. All right, let's move on to see what's going on between you and Taurus. Scorpio and Taurus, what is the overall energy here? Scorpio and Taurus. We have haunting, pops back in without warning or explanation. Lazy attempts at reconnection such as a like causes emotional trouble. So maybe this was someone who ghosted you in the past and now they're trying to pop up out of nowhere, Scorpio. Scorpio and a Taurus. We have destiny. I'm struggling to find the right path. Time. I'm afraid it's too late to take action, but they're still going to. And chemistry. I have never felt a passion this intense. Ooh, Scorpio, this Taurus is serious about you, but they lack direction in their life. And they might be a waste of damn time. Let's look at the tarot. Scorpio and Taurus. Wow. Okay, exactly 3 cards. I feel like they came out this way, so let's see. We have the Seven of Wands in the reverse, the Two of Swords, and the Queen of Swords. You ain't playing no games. So they're feeling overwhelmed. They always feel like they have to compromise some kind of part of themselves. I'm getting power struggle when it comes to being in a relationship with you. They question their competence no matter what path they're on. And it's like now they're reaching this impasse where they feel like they need to make a decision. They're caught between these options and these choices of what to do next. And they want to talk to you, but I feel like they know that your standards are too high for them to get into your energy again. Like you're not going to put up with it. I see you as this Queen of Swords who's going to be direct and logical when this Taurus comes towards you. Because you can tell that they don't know what the hell they're doing. What is this Taurus feeling towards Scorpio? Unspoken love. They've been carrying a torch for you all alone, but unable to confess their love due to the fear of rejection. And the Mask. They want to remove the mask, I'm seeing that they've been wearing and be brave enough to reveal their true feelings. So I don't know if they're doing this yet, but this is the energy they're currently in, where they are wanting to tell you how they feel, Scorpio. So you might be hearing from a Taurus. Let's see what's going on between you and a Gemini. Scorpios and Geminis, what's happening in their connection right now? Oh my gosh, this was the first card out, so that's what we're taking. I cannot read 10 cards for you and a Gemini, I'm sorry. If you want that, book a private reading. So it says, wants what they can't have, goes after a pipe dream, delusional enlightenment mentality, feels like things are never enough. So maybe they're overwhelmed. They know they can't have you and it's driving them insane. Let's see here. Tell us about this overflowing emotions. I was going to say Taurus, so they could be a cusp. Gemini is happening for Scorpio. Values. We have too many differences. Let's see. Neglected. I failed to give you what you need. And self-love. I'm still trying to heal. So they've got some, you know, childhood issues to deal with. This person is not healed. They know they're unworthy. It says you're a better person than I am. You don't need to tell Scorpio that. So they're overwhelmed. I feel like this is someone, again, who was neglected, childhood issues. That's why they do it in relationships. Maybe you were the only person who made this Gemini feel complete, and they know that, but they don't know how to give back to you. We have the Page of Pentacles, the Empress in the reverse, and the Eight of Cups. Yeah, it's like they knew they weren't giving you enough with this Page of Pentacles. They weren't treating you like the Empress you are. And I feel too, they know that there's like, you should walk away from them. They know that they deserve whatever this is. That's the vibe I'm getting off of it. So maybe there is something about this person you're drawn to because they seem down to earth like you. And it's like they had this opportunity, but there was this lack of self-love that they have. Maybe it have something to do with their mother, but I feel like they didn't treat you as this Empress that you are. They're greedy, they're envious. And I think that has something to do with values coming up here too in the finances. And you're just recognizing that this is a relationship that isn't going to serve you. So you've walked away. Let's see how they're feeling about that, Scorpio. How's a Gemini feeling towards Scorpio right now? We have brewing up. Be ready to expect the unexpected because something is brewing and it is gaining momentum. With overflow, that is crazy. Overflowing, and then we end with the same card, overflow. Their heart is overflowing with love so much it scares them because their love for you has no end. Dang, Scorpio. Let's see what's going on between you and a Cancer. Scorpio and Cancer. What's happening in this connection? Scorpio dealing with a Cancer. We have Do Re Mi, turns everything around to be about them, pretends to listen in order to talk about them, me attitude. That does kind of make me think of a Cancer. No bullshit. What do you guys think? Yes, they are an attention seeker, Scorpio. That's all they care about is themselves. I'm sure not all Cancers are like that, but my experience with them, What's going on here? Time. I'm afraid it's too late to take action. Ooh. We've got broken. I feel shattered about this situation. And secrets. I haven't told you everything. So they're definitely hiding something. At the bottom we have unsatisfied. I wasn't happy with the way things were going. So maybe they weren't telling you this and they purposely sabotaged something. Maybe it's because you weren't babying them like they expected. Let's look at the tarot. Scorpio and Cancer. Wow, the King of Pentacles in the reverse. Ooh, the High Priestess in the reverse. Oh my gosh, this is like the worst. King of Swords in the reverse. So definitely someone who is narcissistic. They use their intellect as a weapon to control other people's behavior. They're arrogant. They have a lot of emotional blocks. They miscommunicate a lot of things. I feel like they hold back a lot of secrets, but that came out. They have poor judgment, financial instability here, refuse to focus on their finances, and they try to use like, it's just a power struggle. They neglect their emotional needs. They're greedy. They don't listen to their intuition. And at the bottom, we have the Sun, positive energy, joyful connection, mutual understanding. This is you getting the hell out of here. Okay? Okay, Scorpio. How is this Cancer feeling towards Scorpio right now? Stone. They are emotionally unavailable. It's for your highest good to move on and find your happiness again. And at last, it says they don't want you to give up now when you come this far because it'll all be worth it in the end. And they may message you here. It says they want to message you and explain everything, but they know they have to do right by you. I'm getting victim mentality and narcissists. Let's move on to you and Leo. Scorpio and a Leo. What's happening here? It says tripping. Uses drugs, alcohol, or addictive substances to mask feelings and needs, withdrawn, lacks communication skills, out of touch with reality. My gosh. So they could be actually tripping or they're about to start tripping because they're not getting their way. What's happening between, okay. So we have confusion. I feel unclear about where we stand. Well, get off the damn droogs. And then we got reflection. Being away from you has allowed me to gain clarity. Okay. And then unsatisfied. I wasn't happy with the way things were going. This could even be you, where you're just not happy with how they were acting with you, Scorpio. But this person's now in regret. I wish this never happened. This Leo may need to go to rehab. I'm not going to lie. Okay. It's definitely giving this person has been going through an illusion for a while. Maybe they've been hiding this, or they just have addictive behavior. Maybe they're too possessive. What is this for Scorpio and Leo? Wow. The Lovers. The Ten of Swords. This really hurts them that it's done. Yeah, the Five of Cups. Oof. Mourning what could have been with you. They feel like it's devastating that you guys have had this breakup, or there's been some kind of betrayal. They feel like it was a painful ending. They may even be hitting rock bottom here. And it's like, maybe some of you moved on to another relationship and they don't like it, and it's making them defensive. But you're protecting your heart from this Leo, or they feel like they were protecting their heart by not giving you, what, commitment? And now they're seeing that. So I'm also hearing too, there was like a group of people around this Leo that were indulgent with them. Things didn't turn out how they hoped. Someone may have even passed away from like ODing. I'm getting weird messages here with this Leo. And all these setbacks has made them see how important you really were to them. And again, it could just be that the breakup is painful and they see you moving on, or this is their fear. How are they feeling? Telepathy. The telepathy you share cannot be ignored. Your words are slowly leaving imprints on their heart. And family tree. There's cultural differences, different values, beliefs, or traditions that pose a challenge to this connection with plotting. They're stepping up their game to get your attention because they know you have plenty of other options. Yeah, they do. All right, Scorpio, let's look at you and a Virgo. Scorpio and a Virgo, what's happening here in their connection? We have nonconformists. One person converts while the other refuses to, threatens other to convert, or will walk away from partnership if then attitude. Damn. So there could be some cultural differences here, religious views. Maybe you're religious and this Virgo is not. I'm also getting maybe they're not wanting a traditional relationship, such as marriage, commitment. What is this for Scorpio and Virgo? We have regret. I wish this never happened. unworthy. You're a better person than I am. And look at this. Forgiveness with the cross, with the crucifix. It says, I'm struggling to get over the past. Yeah, it's like if this was a barrier between you and a Virgo, now they're on their knees begging God for forgiveness. Scorpio, damn. Okay, let's look at the tarot. Scorpio and a Virgo. Keep in mind, these are just short and sweet. We have the Seven of Pentacles, the Ace of Wands in the reverse, and the Eight of Wands in the reverse. What's at the bottom? The Nine of Swords in the reverse. It's like you're not dwelling on this past energy. Six of Cups in the reverse, Nine of Swords in the reverse. This could also be that the way that they were raised was causing this barrier for them, and now that's been removed. I feel like they really do want to say something, but they're afraid. Like they're patiently waiting here. They're trying to come up with some kind of strategy to get the desired outcome they want with you. I see someone writing stuff down, trying to figure out what they're going to say. Sometimes it looks like he's holding a phone to me. But they're worried about the incompatibility and arguments. They feel scattered. Okay. How is this Virgo feeling towards Scorpio right now? You may even have their messages blocked at this time, but they've been trying to send you messages. We have wishing well. There's a lot of excitement in the air. You've awakened a new life in them that has them lost in a field of possibilities. You've made them believe, Scorpio. Then we have coming apart. Meeting you was unexpected. You changed their whole world forever, feeling lost as they lose their old identity. Yeah, this is really religious, I feel like. There's something that happened in this Virgo's life that's now making them see that they want to conform or that they need to find their spirituality. Maybe they made fun of you for that. All right, let's look at you and a Libra. Scorpio and Libra. What's happening in this connection? Ooh, there you are, Scorpio. Phoenix rising, and it matches my ring. So it says, transforms after dark night of the soul, reborn from the ashes, focus, determination for working on oneself. You ain't the one to be played with. Let's see. How are they feeling towards Scorpio, this Libra? I just heard they're needy. So we have sabotage. I mess up the good things in my life sometimes. Confusion. I feel unclear where we stand. And irreplaceable. The way you love can never be matched. You better know it. I just heard they're dealing with someone who's really immature. Okay? I don't know, but this is the message I'm picking up. Let's look at the tarot. It's like now that they've lost you and they're dating someone else, they're seeing how terrible it really can be out there. This is for someone specific. I know that's not going to match everyone. Look at this. Nine of Swords in the reverse. Two of Wands. And the Three of Pentacles in the reverse. Yeah, I feel like now they're starting to see how relationships, energy around them is falling apart because their ego's always conflicting with others. With this Three of Pentacles, they don't appreciate people. They're trying to take a step back and plan here with this Two of Wands. They're assessing. And they want to address these relationship anxieties they're having and open up to their fears that they have. They want to recover this with you. Okay. I also feel like this isn't your problem anymore. You're planning for your future, and this person is still stuck with a karmic group of people that keep misleading them, and this is what they choose. How are they feeling towards Scorpio? Frequency. They're aligning to the frequency of love and opening at a high frequency vibration with openness and receiving, and then plotting. So I get like this is you, this is them. They're stepping up their game to get your attention because they know you have plenty other options. And then we have energy cords at the bottom. Despite the distance between you, they still feel the energetic cords that's keeping you two connected. So for some of you, this could be a long distance relationship as well, with the community card in the reverse and the Two of Wands. Okay? Maybe they're trying to ease your anxieties about a long distance relationship. Let's look at you and another Scorpio. Scorpio and a Scorpio. What's going on here? Third party. Secret affairs and rendezvous, cheating, secret emotions, multiple partners secretly involved with others, refusing to choose. You and another Scorpio are playing cat and mouse with each other? That's what I heard. Let's see. Scorpio and a Scorpio. Reveal, I want to tell you the truth. Oh shit, Scorpio. Irreplaceable. The way you love can never be matched. You better know it. And destiny. I'm struggling to find the right path or the right person, even though you know Scorpio is irreplaceable. With I wish this never happened. So it's definitely giving someone cheated. They wish they didn't. They were feeding their damn ego. Scorpio and a Scorpio. Five of Cups. Yeah, that's a Scorpio card. Mourning what could have been. Trying to move on but can't. Aggressive. Emotional detachment. Power struggles. Someone who thrives in chaos. They're a tyrant. Oh my God. And now they want to take a bold action towards you. Have they lost their damn mind? They're having this sudden change of heart. They're going to come in very impulsive, trying to be romantic. They're going to do it quickly. Maybe try to blindside you here. Okay. But this person has very bad judgment. They want to control everything and everyone, and you're not the one. Okay. Let's see. They could have, an Aries could have got between you and another Scorpio. They could be jealous of you and this other Scorpio's connection as well, because this is giving third party, something that's ended. They're focusing on the negative and holding on to the past. How is this other Scorpio feeling towards my Scorpio? Toxicity. Their toxic friendships are creating distance between you two, preventing them from seeing the purity of your soul. And oof, lustful desires makes sense with the cards we got here. So it says there's a difference between love and lust. Don't let your desire destroy you. Overcome the spirit of lust. Oof, lusty, lusty energy. Let's look at you and a Sagittarius. Scorpio and Sagittarius. What's happening between them and this Sag right now? Back burner. Maintains communication with someone from the past or an ex. Should the present relationship not work out, backup plan. What the hell? I know they ain't got you on the back burner, Scorpio. What is going on? Scorpio and Sagittarius. Holding back. I should have expressed myself better. Understanding. I see your side of the story. And daydreaming. I'm always longing for you. Okay. I just got this message that like they're so intimidated by your passion, who you are, Scorpio, that they choose to run. They're terrified of you for some reason. Okay? Which means this person's too immature to handle your love in the first place. So let's see. Scorpio and a Sagittarius. For some reason, I just wanted to say Virgo, so I don't know if there's a Virgo in between you and a Sagittarius. Page of Swords in the reverse. Oof, High Priestess in the reverse. Oh my God. Seven of Swords. Six of Wands in the reverse at the bottom. Very egotistical. A fall from grace. They're having a fall from grace, and their secrets are coming out. Their temporary wins are over. Their dishonesty is done with you. It's a relationship that was built on a shaky foundation. I feel like the Sagittarius will purposely pick fights with you to try to get you to pay attention to them. They're very scattered in their thoughts. They could also be getting really bad advice from a Pisces. Okay, but they lack insight. They repress a lot because they don't want to take accountability for what they do. And I feel like they're being really shady, and you know this. Okay, this is something you already know, but maybe they think you don't. And it's also giving someone who like stalks you behind the scenes and doesn't think you know, but you do. How are they feeling towards you, Scorpio? Unseen factors. There's more to this love story, though you cannot see it now. There's still much more to unfold. I feel like it's the secrets that are coming out. And past life. Yeah, this is someone you probably used to deal with. So it says their soul recognized your soul from the moment they met you. They knew you were the one they've been waiting for. And then we got twin flame. You don't have to be or do anything for them to love you. Their higher self wants union just as much as you do. So I'm getting false twin flame. Okay, maybe you thought this person was from a past life connection, but really it was a lesson or a karmic twin flame from the past that was here to teach you that lesson again, and it didn't last as long as it did in a past life. All right, damn. Let's go on to you and Capricorn. Scorpios and Cappies. What's happening in their connection? We have wishy dreams. Keeps dreams alive by making empty promises. Head in the clouds. Daydreams, excessively over-exaggerates and misleads others. Well, yeah, I feel like Capricorn can be a little manipulative. They want to possess everything and everyone. They want to be worshipped. That's how I'm hearing this. They could be popping up in your dreams as well. It could be quite literal. How is this Capricorn feeling towards Scorpio? Sabotage. I mess up the good things in my life sometimes. I feel like it's because they expect you to chase. That's what I'm picking up on here. Yeah, mistakes. I wish I could right my wrongs. And I left when things got hard. Escape. So an immature Capricorn is basically what's going on here. And at the bottom we have absence. I feel like a part of me is missing without you. What was that? This Capricorn only values themselves by the attention and people they have around them. That's exactly how Spirit said it to me. So they're with a lot of low vibrational people right now, and that's exactly how they feel. High Priestess in the reverse. Seven of Cups in the reverse. Wow, they're trapped in an illusion and they can't find their way out. But they know you're the Empress. They know that you're the Queen of Queens, okay? That you're devoted, you're down to earth, and you have a lot of like, maybe you tried to deepen a connection with them and they don't know how to do that. They don't have depth. They have a lot of emotional blockages, miscommunication. There's something about the truth coming out about them. You've recognized the red flags and the fantasies that this person's tried to spin on you. Look at the dreaming. Exactly. In the reverse. So you see the truth, but their thoughts are really scattered right now. I feel like they almost want to pick a fight with you, but they know that they can't. They have no facts. They're overly argumentative and they want to say hurtful things because they're not getting their way. This is someone who's throwing a temper tantrum, literally. There could be a Pisces that's in their head and confusing them. Yeah, we have Stone that just came out for how they're feeling. So it says they're emotionally unavailable. It's for your highest good to move on and find your happiness again, which I clearly see you doing. And then we have children. Children are affecting this connection. Be patient and allow them to resolve things for the highest good of all. Maybe they have like an air sign child or just children that are distracting them, who make these careless mistakes. And so they're preoccupied with that. It doesn't have to be too serious, okay? But I feel too that they're just in a childlike energy. They've never really opened up from when they were a child. 1 second, you could be getting a call. Oh my gosh, that was my son to tell me that he got an A on his science project we did last night. Ooh, ooh, ooh. But anyways, back to what I was saying. I feel like they're just in this childlike energy. They've never found their way out. You always notice these red flags about them. You've taken practical steps to overcoming their tactics, okay? But the truth is going to come out in this situation, Scorpio. Let's move on to you and Aquarius. Scorpio and Aqua. What's happening in this connection? Entanglements, karmic ties, feels restricted and trapped by responsibilities, financial burdens, and deep debts. No way out mentality. Damn. Oof. This is reminding me of that thing on Stranger Things. The little creature that comes out. I think it actually comes out this week. Yeah. Is it today? I think so. I don't know. So what's happening between Scorpio and this Aquarius who is a karmic? Unfinished business. It says we still have things to resolve and discuss. Maybe there's something about you having financial ties with them or working with them. Things could have got complicated. Yeah, we have commitment. It says, I want you to be part of my future and mend. Whoa, I want to fix our connection. They feel like they have a soul contract with you. The lesson I learned from this will never be forgotten. Okay, let's see. Scorpio and Aquarius. The Three of Pentacles, wanting to rebuild. Yeah, there's something about unfinished business and what? Was there some kind, is this some kind of weird, I don't know why I picked this up, but is this like someone who's weird and rich and you like have to sign an NDA to be in a relationship with them? I know that's not going to be for everybody, but it's definitely kind of gave me that vibe for a second. It's also giving me prenup. What else? Ten of Wands in the reverse. So it's like they ignore. You got tired of carrying the emotional weight that this Aquarius would put on you. That's exactly what I'm hearing. And whatever offer they came through with wasn't enough with this Page of Pentacles in the reverse. It's like they were reluctant to make a realistic offer here. They weren't being serious. And I see you as being very comfortable and maybe even going towards a more fulfilling relationship. You have a lot of luxury around you. You're reaping your rewards. And they're trying to come up with a plan. Like they could be talking to other people, getting advice on how to come mend this with you. And then, like I said, on the flip side, it's almost like someone is trying to write up some kind of contract for a relationship, which let me know in the comments. I have no idea. There's too many people involved in this situation. And for some of you, it does also give me relationship at work. Yeah, someone's not acknowledging that there's a limit to how much you're going to put up with. This Aquarius, anyway. How are they feeling towards you, Scorpio? Taming the beast. You make them putty in your hands. They know their old conquering ways will not work with you. And betrayal. Their fleeting heart will only end up betraying you in the end. Your soul deserves better. Yeah, they're definitely stuck in a loop. It says they feel trapped, financial burdens, deep debts, no way out. And then it says a pattern has become familiar to them and they're wanting to break free from the same loop they keep repeating. Ooh. All right, Scorpio. Let's look at you and a Pisces. Last but not least, Scorpio and Pisces. What's happening in this connection? Movement. It says takes the necessary steps to move forward even if filled with fear, but allows hope to guide them towards their goals. So they were feeling like something was stuck, but now they want movement with you, Scorpio. Okay. So far, so good. Reflection. Being away from you has allowed me to gain clarity. Values. We have too many differences. And reveal. I want to tell you the truth. Okay. So they're going to tell you the truth about something here and they feel rushed. It says, I'm afraid it's too late to take action. Let's look at the tarot for you and Pisces. Maybe you're walking away. I just heard these boots were made for walking. Scorpio and Pisces. The Three of Cups. Okay. The Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. The Eight of Cups in the reverse. So they gave up prematurely. King of Cups in the reverse. So withholding affection from past wounds. Trying to use emotional vulnerability to control others. So very manipulative. Oh boy. So it stems from this fear of abandonment, being emotionally stagnant, giving up prematurely, self-sabotaging, and then wanting to reconcile. They want to try to deepen, they might try to deepen the friendship with you first and come back in that way, but this is something that they're planning right now, Scorpio. They don't want you to completely walk away from them, but I feel like they know what's up. I'm also getting someone who's waiting to pop up somewhere. They could even be talking to one of your friends. Weird. Okay. Let's see how they're feeling towards you, Scorpio. But the Three of Cups is definitely giving me happiness, community. I feel like you're the one celebrating. You're the one who's happy right now. There could be like platonic love. But this person is like always doubting themselves. And they avoid the truth. They're in denial. So how are they feeling towards Scorpio? Game over. Okay. They fear your wrath. They know you're no longer entertaining their half-hearted effort. Exactly. Mixed signals. That cloudy space between hot and cold is their way of telling you they're not totally sure if they're into you or not. And then we have gesture. You can expect some kind of gesture to help strengthen your connection. Give them a chance to prove themselves. Yeah, I feel like someone's trying to show up at your house or something, Scorpio, or surprise you with this, but they've been reflecting a lot and they want to see where it can go. All right, my loves, I hope you could take something from this reading. Please don't forget to hit like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one, and I love, love, love you. Bye.